You ever play that one game that's 3 words where you choose 3 people and you do 3 different things with them? I can't say it on the podcast, but you know what I'm talking about. Well, anyway, we adapted it. We called it Swap, Study, Shed.
Yeah.
For this piece, I give Adam 3 drummers. He has to choose which one he would swap gigs with, take a lesson from, or study from, or hang out and shed with, and swap, study, shed.
Yeah.
So my first trio here, and I have some photos in the shared album there.
All right, who's the first 3 we got here?
So the first trio that I have here is Elon Rubin of 9 Inch Nails, Josh Dunn of 21 Pilots, and Aaron Spears. I don't have to say what he's done. But right now he's, the drummer for Ariana Grande. So.
Yeah. The problem is all 3 of these guys have sick gigs.
Yeah.
Right? like arena level, like massive, and fun kind of in like unique ways. Mm-hmm. I think I would have to swap with Aaron Spears though.
You're not going to study from Aaron Spears? He has to have some like secret,
okay. It's weird because he's the kind of player where what he plays, like this is such a Benny way to say it, but like the what that he plays is not actually the craziest part. It's like it's how he plays, right? It's that it's so powerful, it's so clean.
That is true.
It's got like such a deep pocket, like a weird like human touch to it that's very hard to replicate. Like it makes him a super unique player. But if you were to Google like, I don't know, Aaron Spears chops broken down, like it's relative. I don't want to say it's normal. He's not a normal player, but like it's not that he plays insanely technically advanced kind of things. And I would worry that a lesson with him that he could show you exactly what he's doing. You're like, oh, I could do that. It just doesn't sound anything like when you play it, though. Yeah. And it won't. That's what makes him so sick. But I just want to play with Ariana. She's such a shredder, dude. She's like she does not belong in a normal like pop singer category at all. She's not even close to like just your. I don't want to like throw anybody under the bus, but if you were to take like a Taylor Swift or I don't know, name your just fill in the blank like pop singer songwriter.
Yeah, I'm Katy Perry.
Yeah. I mean, both of them very, very talented singers. Like certainly way above average for sure. Have some awesome songs. But Ariana is like the Garska of that world. Just like you don't stand a chance against that one. Like it's not even close, That is a pro among pros.
That is so funny to me. That I don't know. I just think the Garska
of female pop singers. Yeah. She's just like put him against anyone. It's probably not close. Yeah. She's freakishly talented, man.
Insane.
Yeah. So I want to play with her. Play with her. Then let's see. Study with. I think I'd have to go Elon Rubin. He always strikes me, his playing, his decisions, like on his albums and stuff. They always strike me as like very well thought out and professional. So I think a lesson with that guy would probably be concept heavy and be like more of like a career impact sort of thing. I wouldn't want to ask that guy for patterns necessarily, but I would want to know like, how do you think about writing music? How do you think about approaching this gig or this gig over the years? That would be really, really cool insight from a guy like him.
Yeah.
So that's swap, study, shed. Yeah, be fun to shed with Josh Dunn. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know too much about him personally, other than I've known that he's the drummer for 21 Pilots.
Yeah. He shreds pretty hard. I think that would be a really fun.
Yeah.
But I feel like the level of technicality isn't so high that
more showmanship.
It would be fun to play with him.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
You wouldn't get like overshadowed by his skill necessarily.
Well, he's a performer, right? I imagine like quite a showman, and you're right. That would actually be really fun. Mm-hmm. So that's probably the right choice. That would be mine on those.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
His like big thing for a while was like it was him. I think it was like kick, snare, hat, and then maybe a crash on like a wooden platform in the audience that he would like do a solo.
Mute Math did something like that, right?
Darren did.
They used to pass things around the audience, like surfing on like.
So I don't think the one Mute Math concert that I went to, life changing, because they're great, and Darren King's a god among men. But he did a cool thing. I might have said this before. Okay. He gave like 4 audience members like gloves.
Oh, I remember
they were basically
this.
like MIDI controllers.
Yeah.
And then he either looped it or like played something on their hands. It was awesome.
Yeah.
And then Paul Meany has like, I don't know, some weird fucking instrument that he was just like, here, fucking take it. Like, I threw it out in the audience.
Yeah.
That was cool. I don't know. But that showmanship level type thing would be great to shed with.
Yeah, that would be really cool. Really cool. Also interesting to pick the brain of a drummer who's in that world, right? Where your aesthetics when you're playing are very, very important. Like the technicality of 21 Pilots is probably not a priority, but like how we look on stage, like the atmosphere you create in those mega shows is very important. For sure.
How do you engage a crowd having that simple of a set on just, in front of that, for 2 people on stage?
Yeah, and I imagine they would play, hour and a half, 2-hour sets, right? Yeah, a lot of stuff to think about.
Yeah.
That's a good one. All right, who else we got?
All right, so the second trio that we have is kind of I don't know how I thought of this trio. Thomas Lang.
Okay.
So the Draminator. Taylor Gordon, a.k.a. the Pocket Queen.
Okay.
Sure you know who that is.
Yeah.
And then Jonathan Moffett, who was Michael Jackson's drummer.
So, okay, I actually had a chance to sit down and interview Jonathan Moffett.
No way!
For Earthworks, actually, at NAMM. The video is definitely online somewhere. It was Jonathan Moffett and Aaron Spears, back to back. Very weird. But yeah, it was for Earthworks, and then Kaz Rodriguez. That was the other one.
Yeah.
All Earthworks artists. And so we just sat at the microphone booth at NAMM and talked to these guys for a while. It was really cool. He is super, super cool, Jonathan Moffett. Very, very friendly guy. Will tell you any story about, I don't know, Michael Jackson or whoever. He'll tell you all the stories, right? So it's definitely fun talking with him. What a stud in that picture too, man. Got the chest hair and the vest and everything.
So cool.
I love that they like overlaid the DW kit just like over his body.
Yeah. It's like he's standing over like a
That's
giant.
such a bold ad.
Again.
What year do you think this is? Did it say? 80s or late 70s?
I want to say 90s, give that credit. I don't know. We've had a couple photos.
Yeah.
Like, I think we've shown a few of these on the podcast, and it's just like, we need to recreate something.
These are so fun.
These 90s, 80s magazine shoot pictures would be phenomenal.
They're so funny.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to go... this is a tricky one. Okay, and then we have Taylor Gordon, who's heavy, just pocket player.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that I don't want to say sums up her playing, but certainly that's accurate.
It's her title.
Yeah, well, you're right. She did give herself pocket in her
the
name.
Pocket
so
Queen.
yeah. All right.
And then
you have
Mr.
Lang, who's got a baseball bat in this photo for some reason.
Yeah, I've tried to find the funniest photo of him. That was what it was. He smashes for sure.
With Getty images right across the front. Perfect.
Great. Sorry, I couldn't find the royalty-free one.
Hey, shout out Getty, whatever.
No.
Okay, so I think I have to study with Thomas Lang,
Yeah.
just a wealth of knowledge without a doubt. You could study under that guy for 20 years and he would still have things to teach you. So definitely would study with Thomas Lang. Let's see.
I have to think. He's been featured on Swap Study Shed before.
Has he? Okay.
With 2 different drummers. So to be fair, the choices might have been different there.
Yeah, I've always picked him for study though. I think
seems
you did. Dumb not to.
Yeah.
I think I would do the Jonathan Moffett. Do I get to swap with any gig that he ever had?
You get to go back in time.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a given.
Yeah, we get to bend reality for you.
Yeah.
And you get to go back in time and gig in the 80s.
Yeah, we're doing MJ. We're playing Thriller on stage.
You're doing a bunch of narcotics.
Yeah. For sure.
To get through the tour.
Absolutely.
And then...
Yeah, you're not allowed to remember it.
Yeah.
That's the deal.
It's funny that you say he told stories, but I'm only speculating on the narcotics.
And then obviously I would hang out with Taylor. That would be the hang for sure. And I imagine she's a cool hang. There is definitely... This is a weird... I don't know how to best say this, but like... People with deep pocket and feel, like those kinds of drummers, tend to be really cool.
Yeah.
Right? Because I don't, maybe this is like a really oversimplified way to say it, but like you can't have no personality and not be intelligent and be like a dull person, but you have super dope feel on the drums. Like that never seems to be the case. You're at least an interesting person. I kind of find that to be, you have some kind of character in there because that's what I hear when you play drums. So I don't know, I find that those people are generally cooler than they are not. if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of like weird pocket players that I know, and they've always got like a vibe on them of some kind because it's a weird way to play drums, you know.
Who's Questlove? Extremely deep pocket.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Super cool. Right.
You know what comes to mind? What's his name? One Up Drum Vids, Carson. What's Carson's last name? One Up Drum Vids is the name of it. His name is Carson. We hung out at NAMM one time. Dude, that guy has not only insane pocket, but he's such a character. He was a really, really fun hang. Shout out Carson if you're listening, buddy. That's one weird example that came to mind where like the character and the pocket are somehow kind of tied together. But did you find Carson?
I'm looking.
I'm sorry, I haven't been making.
Nope, sorry. He's wearing a shirt that says Zatarans. Like the fucking rice brand.
He's a wild dude.
His name is Carson. He's from One Up Drum Vids. But yeah, shout out him. He's already making me laugh.
Yeah, he's a funny dude. Definitely worth scrolling through his Instagram. He's a character. But anyway, all right. That's it for Swap Study Shed. That was a good one.
Yeah,
Those were good choices.
That was fun. You get to.
Thank you for watching this clip from the Orlando Drummer Podcast, and consider yourself formally invited to come check out my online drum school on orlandodrummer.com. Link is in the description. You can start a free 7-day trial and access over 160 hours of content, along with the largest library of drumless loops in the world. Trust me, it is a lot of good stuff, and I promise you'll find something you like. Link is in the description. I'll see you guys there.